Okay, well, it's good to be back at school. I almost forgot it was Wednesday, and so while you guys have been enjoying snow days, we've had games. We've been playing. We come in for shoot-arounds each day. On Martin Luther King Day, we were in the morning, and then we played Monday night, and then we came in yesterday when everybody was home and did a little shoot-around, and then we played last night as well. So since last week, we started our conference play on Friday night at Park Hill South, and took a tough loss. We were ahead at halftime and ahead within two at the beginning of the fourth quarter with about 6 minutes left, and then just couldn't quite withstand their scoring flurry. I think they went on a 12-0 run. That was the nail in a coffin to us. We just couldn't put any points up. So that was a tough loss for us in conference. A lot of upsets happened in our conference on Friday night, and we were hoping to be one of the ones that was talked about as well. But we'll get there. We'll start getting some of those wins as well. Monday night on Martin Luther King Day, we took a 1-point loss to Platte County with about a minute 30, we were up 3 and gave up 2 free throws and then gave up a long layup, came down and scored with 20 seconds left, gave up a layup with 11 seconds left, had a great look at the basket. Jamie Jackson got to the rim and just happened to rim a layup in and out, and we couldn't quite get a put back up in time. So we took a 1-point loss there. Last night we played Wyandotte, and I think we won by 50. It was one of those games that it's kind of tough to play, but was really proud of our girls' effort. Got a lot of girls some minutes that don't get to see minutes a lot, so it was a good night for us last night. We continue in the Oak Park tournament at the consolation game on Thursday night. I believe it's at 5, and we'll play Ruskin. So that's where we're at. What questions do you guys have for us this week?
What were some of the things that your girls could have done better Monday night?
On Monday night, let's see. We are in a JV tournament as well, so I'm going to speak from my film watching here because I had to go to the JV game. Monday night in the first half, we were lacking energy. We weren't playing as hard as we did in the second half, and that kills us. We've got to come out ready to go at the beginning of the game just as much as we are at the end of the game. So that was a big one. And then we've been asking the girls to take a lot of risks. Start making passes inside, start trying things, and lo and behold, they tried that with about a minute and a half left. So it's kind of a learning process. You know, they took risks probably when we didn't need them to take risks, and we should have held the ball a little bit and taken better care of the clock. But we're young, and we'll learn, and those are our learning opportunities. So that's what we could have done better on Monday night.
I know you just mentioned some learning opportunities, but is there any other ways you could have learned from Monday night's game, and how will it help you throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah. Monday night, we needed to learn a little bit about our time management and that risk-taking. Defending, we lost a girl. We were so focused on one girl on Monday night, their top player, and we were able to stop her and happened to lose another girl, and she was the one to slip to the bucket and score. So that's a huge learning thing for us that we've got to be aware of where everybody is. Even though we're concerned with one girl, anybody can win a game for you. So I think the other thing that was great about Monday night that was a huge plus in the learning department for us is our execution on the last play. Coach Morley was able to call timeout and draw up a play, and it was executed, to perfection. If you guys could see the film, we get 2 great screens. Jamie gets to the rim and just happens to rim that in and out. So we were really proud of their execution there and really looking forward to what that will do for us in the future.
What did you guys do differently in Tuesday's game to win versus Monday's game?
Tuesday's game in general was just different. They're a fairly new program, fairly young, some really inexperienced girls. So we just asked the girls to come out with a lot of energy and enthusiasm and passion. Our word for the season has been grit, and we kind of said that if you come out with that kind of attitude to play any kind of team, then you're going to be a gritty player, and that's what we asked the girls to be. So I think just in general, we came out with a lot more fire. And it's tough to play a team that struggles with that much fire, but we did a good job. We handled business last night.
How is the tournament going to give you momentum to go further in your season?
Well, so it's our last tournament of the year, and it's kind of weird because conference play has started, and then we have this tournament. Hopefully, tomorrow night's game against Ruskin is a team that we match up really well against, a team like a lot of our conference opponents, and then we have a lot of common opponents. So hopefully we'll put up a good performance against them and get to come into the rest of our conference play confident that we can hang with any team in the conference.
With almost a 50-point victory yesterday, how does that boost the team's confidence?
I think it does. I think it gets lots of girls a little extra confidence they didn't have if they hadn't been getting some minutes. It allows us. It's kind of kind of a glorified practice, and it gives us a chance to work on things in a live situation. We got to run against a zone, which we don't see a lot of zone in our conference, and so we got to work on that type of offense. We didn't press or anything like that, but we definitely just got to kind of make sure that we were finishing shots, which we're struggling to do in close games.
I know you said Wyandotte was a fairly new program and everything, but do you think the 1 point loss motivated the girls any more to play better the next day?
Yeah, 1 point losses stink, no matter when, and so you always feel a little bit more motivated to come out and just do a better job of not letting it even be close. So I think they were definitely motivated by that loss and ready to go.
You said the word for the season is grit. How has that affected the way you guys play on the court?
Yeah, so grit for us is shows their toughness, shows their intensity, relentlessness, and we ask them to just kind of gut things out and just be tougher than other opponents. So we hope that that's how we play. We hope that's how we'll finish out the conference season, is with a lot of grit. I think the girls, they value it as a word. We give out a grit trophy to the girl who shows the most grit after each game, and it's kind of funny. It's a old trophy with a old box of grits on the top of it, and it's kind of one of those things that they value. You know, we modeled it after Miami's turnover chain, if you guys are football fans. So it's been a fun thing for us to have this season, and just kind of a different thing for us to ask of our girls. It's not scoring, it's not rebounding, it's just being tough. We just ask you to be gritty and be tough. So hopefully we're showing that on the court. Well, thanks again, guys. You guys always have good questions. We look forward to the conference season, and next week being court warming week, and we'll face Liberty for the first time. And I think we're ready. I think we can match up really well with a lot of these teams in the conference, and hopefully we'll come out being the grittier team. Thanks a lot.